Hello, everybody, and welcome to the final Misscliks D&D episode ever.
Oh.
Right?
Right at the beginning.
You're breaking my heart, Neil.
It's what I do best. I'm a heartbreaker.
That's what I hear.
It's true. We can say from experience.
You target the pets first. That's how you do it, everyone.
Yeah, yes.
True.
A man after my own heart.
Yes, I'm coming for it. Let me introduce all of our players here. I'm just going to go in clockwise fashion from the very top. So, Anna is one of our very first players here. Anna, hello.
Hi.
How long have you been with Misscliks?
Well, we were trying to figure out when exactly we started. Our first YouTube video for Misscliks D&D was posted in July of 2013. And I think we played for a couple months before we put anything on YouTube from our Twitch channel. So about 5 years. And we have rarely taken breaks, even like a month here, a couple months there between shows or chapters. But it's crazy how we've been doing this every Tuesday for 5 years. And D&D has become such an important part of my life because of this. So the feels are already real.
Next up, we have Steph and Jen together on a single camera.
Yeah. Together. It's crazy because Misscliks attended the stupid idea.
You guys got muted.
Muted!
Oh, sorry.
She's in control of my mic and she muted herself.
She's like, you're done.
Technical difficulties. But yeah, and collab with Anna. And yeah, this is crazy. But I took more than a couple breaks. I haven't done it in like 2 years, 3 years. So
Yeah, this is a reunion.
yeah, I can't even believe I have time right now to do this, but let's do it.
Yeah, for 6 hours.
I landed yesterday night from New York, and I'm leaving tomorrow morning for LA. So it's like literally the only day I'm available.
Yeah.
What
Good
fortuitous timing. Next, we have Maggie, who's been on Misscliks many times as guests over the years.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the last time I was on, I might have been a little petrified.
Yeah, I remember that. You were turned to stone, and then we tried carrying you, and I think we broke your arm.
Oh, yeah, we did.
You broke
My arm,
off.
and then later down the line, I think you sold me for some potions,
Oh, we did.
possibly. You know,
I think
it
it's
was
all very fuzzy.
the head of a ship at one point, like what do you call those things?
Oh, yeah, we put you at the
A
front.
figurehead?
Oh, yes,
Oh, the
you
bowsprit.
The figurehead, yeah.
were.
I've been in many
Not
episodes,
very nice.
cameos, but yeah, I think I had a lot of fun. Don't fuck with cockatrice or whatever how their names are.
Yeah.
Don't.
It's the Pirates edition, right?
But I'm excited to be playing, and I'm excited for you guys to meet Steven and I as characters.
Speaking of our last but not least guest,
Hello.
certainly by hair count.
Yeah, well, yeah. Hello, everybody. It's been a while since I've been around on Misscliks, but I have had some very fond memories of playing games with these wonderful people. Yeah, I think the biggest commitment that I made for the Misscliks was with Misscliks D&D No More Geist, the IRL show that we did where was it? In San Francisco, like 2 years ago?
Something like that.
Yeah. And then I think...
I remember
feels
the
like it's-
studio, but I don't remember where the studio was because we were just inside this box for like 14 hours, 2 days in a row.
Yeah, 2 days in a row.
It was across the river.
Just
was.
the river. No matter what river it was.
It was a little bit out there. But then I've also run a couple of other shows. I think there was a Death Frost Doom show, which was lots of fun. Lots of people died at the end of that. It was great. So hopefully this show will not go exactly that same way. I'm looking forward to a happy ending for the adventures of these fine people.
We'll see.
But you know we're playing with Neil, right?
Well, a man can dream.
They'll be happy
This is coming from the guy who was murdered like almost all my characters.
Yeah. Well, you know. Well,
anytime I played with Steven,
there's
death
one more,
occurred.
right, Maggie?
That's true. You could get me killed even though I'm your friend in this one. Who knows?
Well, why don't we hop into game? So, as we're going to come to game, we're actually going to start without everyone here. Steven and Maggie are going to take a bit of a backseat for a moment while we introduce what is going on and where we are. So, on the world map here in Arcadia, you guys are going to start off in Green Pasture. Oh, sweet Jesus.
What did you do?
Oh my God, I hit a weird button.
Did you just delete the entire game?
No. I got this stream deck, and it's...
Uh-oh.
I occasionally bump into the stream
box.
buck, and it just like... It changes all the cameras to a different thing, and I keep forgetting to move the stream deck out of the way. I'm terribly sorry, everyone.
We're back.
We're back. It's all good. Nothing ever happened. We're starting in Green Pasture, which is the home of Anna, Steph, and Jen's characters. And who are your characters? Who are you?
Why don't you guys start?
Our characters. So since we're together physically, we thought it would make sense to bring back our physical duo characters. So we are Vivian and Beau last year.
Because for those who remember, this was from the Mermaids campaign. And we were married and we always forget our last names. So we just change all the time. As far as we remember, it was something with year. It might have been light year or something.
So now it's last year, and it's probably
But now
gonna
we're
change
last year. But we might change during the course of this show.
Yeah.
So we're really old.
Yes. And we're 5 years later. We have decided that.
Yeah. So when Mermaids started, we were just married, but we were 70 and 76.
Yes.
So now I'm 80. Wait, no 80. You're 75 and you're 81.
I'm 81 years old for this campaign.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a ranger, I'm a ranged fighter tiefling from Hengingberg. I'm 81 years old. I have golden horns, gold eyes, reddish skin, white hair.
This is what we look like.
We're both 6'6" tall. We're very, very tall.
So the two red people. So we look like.
I have a cane for walking, but I don't need it. It's to look old. I have a longbow and a backup combat shovel. I'm lawful. Yes, I'm lawful evil. It doesn't have to do damage, but I have a combat shovel.
It's right there on the character sheet.
I love how Neil tried to say no, and Jen was like,
You can make it as inefficient as you want. I will call it a combat shovel.
That's fine. That's fine. Continue.
I'm lawful evil, but since I'm old, I'm a little mellowed out on my whole lawful evil thing. So I don't think I'll be that evil, but they're at the core, I used to be. I come from a noble family, and then I joined a cult very early on in my life, a demon cult of Marbept. It was a weird name. But Beau got me out. At the time, he was called Beau Lightyear. And he was also a tiefling from the Hengingberg. And now we've been together for 45 years. We just renewed our vows, and this is our second adventure honeymoon.
Oh.
And yeah, we're looking forward to proving that we're not too old to still adventure.
And we're pretty much let me just say we're kind of assassins.
Kind of.
Yeah. Well, I want to say kind of because I only follow one kind of rule to kill people, and it's pretty much I only kill. Okay, I'm a paladin, and out of vengeance, I really don't like religious people, like the leaders. So I don't care.
Just the leaders.
Yeah. So because I was an orphan raised in religious cult, whatever, and I'm turning against kind of all of that. And whenever we get hired to kill these people, we kind of do it. She's just embracing the fact that she will kill people. She just wants to kill people, but I have to have a purpose, and it's to kill religious leaders.
Does that ever become a problem in your marriage, that she's a little kill happy and you're a little more principled?
No, because usually when I keep saying no, at some point she just goes, okay.
Oh.
I'm more of a follower than a leader.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, and she actually enjoys kind of following my leadership because she knows it's the right way through society. But sometimes she's like,
because I used to be in a cult for many years, so I'm a little bit socially unaware.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I kind of rely on my husband.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm pretty grumpy. I don't trust people. I always want
grumpy, but also mighty.
Yes,
yeah,
especially
very mighty.
Very mighty. Yes.
Yes.
And our nickname is La Fleur et la Roche.
Yeah.
Which is the rock and the flower. So I'm the rock.
The flower.
Oh.
And I'm more trusting for sure. Kind of naive. That's why I ended up following a demon into a cult.
Yeah, and the reason why I really like her and I can trust her is that when people are nice, I always think they have ulterior motive. But she was kind of mean right away. So I'm like, she's not adding anything. She's not like anything.
You can trust her because she's got nothing to hide.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. Straight up evil.
Well, that will make an interesting combination with Anna's assassin character.
Yeah, I
That's
never
true.
realized the things that they would have in common, because December was also an orphan, also raised by a cult called the Nameless Ones. And the way that cult worked is that these children who were orphaned or stolen, or however they got these children, were raised. I apologize because Barristan really likes to chime in on D&D streams specifically. He's just going to randomly scream at us. I apologize. So these children were raised up as assassins, and specifically chosen because they looked nondescript. So December looks very like medium, like medium build, kind of like medium golden brown wavy hair, gray eyes, very like she wouldn't stand out in a crowd. And the way it worked is every year they would face some sort of test to prove that they were still up to par for this secret assassin cult, and if they failed, they would be killed. So and they didn't even have names. They were just called by the month of the year by which they would need to be tested, and that's why the only thing she's ever been called is December. And she was raised in this cult, so she only ever really learned how to take orders from people. But the way that she found herself outside of that and looking for more was that one of her marks finally broke through to her to talk about things like love and friendship, and made her wonder what could be out there in the outside world. So she was searching for that and found her party, specifically Lily and Faye, and most specifically Lily, and kind of glommed onto her as like, teach me about friendship. So I presume that she may be trying to find those people again at this point.
Well, I think that's why you're here in Green Pasture, because Lily is from Green Pasture, if we remember correctly, way back to Pirate Edition.
And so December also has a problem reading social cues, because all she's ever been is an assassin, but she's also very pliable because she doesn't really have a will of her own. So.
Wow. We will see Stephen and Maggie's characters very soon, and I think you'll get to know them through a different medium, perhaps, but we'll get there. So we're starting off our campaign on a stormy morning. Actually, it didn't start out as a stormy morning. It started out as a beautiful, regular day down by the beach in this little sea shanty town of Green Pasture. I want to say that the three of you have been here for a while. Maybe you were passing through, and it was just like such a pleasant place that you guys stopped to relax a little bit. Everyone needs a summer vacation, even deadly assassins from outer space or wherever tieflings come from. Everyone needs some time. And while you were here, you made friends with the whole village, really, but 3 people specifically. There was the young boy that everyone called Little Jimmy. He was a friend of yours that you've made fetching things back and forth. There was the elderly woman called Grand Neil, who just, her eyes aren't so good. She kind of hobbles around on a stick, but she's a little bit sassy. And then there was the traveling bard who came through the area, whose name is Guy. And he has a pet goat named Neil. So. Right, there's a break there.
Dropping in those NPCs that we wanted.
Yeah. So you've made friends with these people, and on this bright sunny morning, you're showing up down to the beach. People are already like opening a margarita, starting to have a good time, when a freak storm, literally out of nowhere, like blue skies, and then within 2 minutes there's a giant storm blowing, crashes onto the beach and washes Guy, Nielsen, Little Jimmy, and Grand Neil into the ocean.
Poor Grand Neil.
Pulling all 3 plus the goat away into the ocean. You can see them reaching out, crying out for help, but there's nothing you can do as this freak storm blows in, grabs them, and then disappears, all in like a 5-minute period. And
December has preemptive PTSD about this storm. You remember how she died? Not that she's dead now, but something tells her inside that
she could be dead in the past life.
Horrible moment.
Yeah. Right. So right away, this happens. I think you're all surprised because no storms just appear, grab 3 random people and a goat, and then disappear. It's clearly something supernatural about this storm.
GM hackery.
Very goat-motivated storm.
Oh my God, Lady Grand Neil. No.
In the wake of the storm, you actually see, washed up on the beach, are 2 mermaids. Floundering because they're 10 feet up the beach. They can't get back to the water. They're gonna die like a shark washed up on the beach.
And there's a dolphin out in the waves, flipping around.
Mermaid before.
I've never seen a mermaid.
It's not the mermaid, that's all.
No, it's a dolphin.
That's the dolphin.
Oh, look, honey.
It's very distressed.
Look, honey, something finally interesting has happened.
Are you enjoying this right now? They're about to die.
One of the mermaids is going, "Oh, woe is me!"
So, is it in the law that we must save them, or?
I think we should do something.
It hurts.
Is it just us 2 on the beach? Is December there as well?
Yeah, December's there as well.
I think we were hanging out with Grand Neil, probably.
Oh yeah, we're probably doing that.
Yeah.
December walks over to the mermaids
we
and
should,
kind of
we should go to the water and see if Grand Neil's okay.
How far away are they from us?
The mermaids? No, I'm sorry, you're the mermaid. The non-mermaids, they're 100 feet or so, far enough away that they're not in any danger, and they can just observe you.
You also spoiled it. You're the mermaid.
Oh, I thought that was going to be clear. Yeah, they're Stephen and Maggie are the mermaids. Sorry.
I'm a mermaid.
Yeah, we're mermaids.
All right, I guess let's go towards the water to see if Grand Neil's okay.
It would be illegal not to save us.
Do we see them?
Yeah,
I'm guessing.
Definitely.
Oh, well, I wouldn't want to get in trouble with the law.
All right, let's go.
So I guess I just walk by them and I kind of just grab one of the mermaids by the hand. Kind of just start dragging towards the water without saying hi.
Which mermaid would you like to drag?
I think I'll go for Maggie.
Okay.
Because the other one makes too much noise. It's kind of annoying.
Does December know anything about mermaids? Has she ever seen a mermaid before on their pirate adventures?
I think you have encountered mermaids before, but always off in the distance, kind of like the dolphins playing in the wake of the ship. There've been mermaids around, but you've never held a conversation with one.
So then if that's the case, while they're dragging this other mermaid, December is just going to stay a distance away from the one that's making so much noise, but just kind of squint at it and she's just silently examining.
Well, you guys are just pulling my arm, or how are you carrying me?
I'm not touching you. I'm taking Arcane, and I go like, and I poke the male merman. I say,
that tickles. I say,
poke, and I'm like, stop talking.
I'm in a great deal of trouble.
You're making me even grumpier. And I slap him again, but like this.
Please.
Come on, honey. Let's not get in trouble with the law again.
Fine.
Your attacks are so mighty.
And
How are you
put it
pulling?
on my back. So I think the merman number 2 on my
like
back.
a fireman carry?
Yeah, and your head is like looking at the ground, and I'm kind of just holding your tail.
Dorsal fin, yeah, totally.
December sniffs the mermaid while she's carrying him.
So you're sniffing his butt?
No, just like
It smells a little fishy.
December notes this.
Mm-hmm.
What color is the tail?
Green with blue speckles. It's shiny.
It's shiny.
Yes.
I'm like kind of touching it, but I don't realize it's your butt. So I'm like,
Yeah.
Just accidentally stroking the mermaid's butt.
kind of.
Interesting texture.
Where are we going? I'm like, again, where are you taking it? And I call it.
I thought we were meant to bring them to the sea. They look like fishies.
Yes,
Okay.
bring us to the sea.
Let's go to sea then.
To the sea.
And I slap you like, shut up.
So the 5 of you collectively make it down to the beach with some trouble and get the mermaids in the water before they dry out and their skin cracks and, they die.
I can relate to that though, because in the past years I've really been getting some pretty bad skin cracks across my my elbows.
You go outside too much.
It's
You should stay inside more.
The sun.
I think that is because you are old.
I think it's the sun.
Yeah, you go outside too much. That's definitely it. All right. Are we at the water yet?
You're at the water, yes.
Okay.
All
I
right.
just kind of throw as far as I can. Mermaid number 2.
And when I see that, I try to push mermaid number 1 into the sea as far as I can, but it's probably
Yeah.
Yeah, and I drag myself further into the water.
Neil, can I roll how far?
Yeah. Why don't you give me a strength check? Just roll a d20 plus your whole strength score, the whole thing.
Okay.
So d20 plus 15, I believe, is yours.
Yeah.
While she's doing that, or he's doing that, December.
Oh.
Oh, dang. Holy cow.
Oh, it's a heap ho. You get the mermaid up and over a wave that's crashing, and it's just like, poof, she's behind the wave in a big
I don't know how
splash.
far I kind of tried to push as well.
What does mermaid number 1 do says while he's in the air?
He says, "Whoa!"
December, while they're doing this, December kind of
I threw as far, exactly as far.
December, after they throw them and these big splashes happen, December kind of taps them on the shoulder and she's like, I'm not sure, but doesn't it seem like it would be a good idea to ask for their help recovering our friends who just got swept?
Oh,
into
that's
the
what we
ocean?
wanted to do. You're pretty smart.
I am?
I forgot
think
about
so.
December. I'm all excited. I don't know. Trusting people is not good. We can't ask them. We have to do it ourselves.
Maggie,
But
what's your
I
character's
can't
name?
swim.
Oh, that's also good.
Oh,
I
it's
don't think we can
Aquata.
swim either.
I am
Aquata.
literally a pirate who is out on the ocean and cannot swim.
Is this when we should capture them, Aquata?
Oh, I think it is.
All right,
What?
good. Well, you take this end of the large net that we have, and I'll take this other end, and I will send in the middle to wrap it around them.
I know.
Yeah. So yeah, we do like a pincer attack, one on one side, one on the other side, like big net stretching. Yeah. There's like really cool like wave surfing action where it's like some huge crashing wave is coming in, and there's like mermaids surfing on their tails in the wave.
I would like the non-mermaids to make me dexterity checks to see if they can avoid the incoming crashing everything. Anna, if you don't have your dexterity on hand, it's 17.
And we add the full amount, not a modifier.
Yeah,
Right.
That's no trouble.
Oh my.
And yours?
17, though. That's not right, is that?
For Tui, it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is right for Tui.
So you guys do this pincer attack, and they just kind of walk back, and you find yourselves once again stranded on land.
Whoa!
With a net, and now your dolphin friend. What's your dolphin's name? Is on land too.
Well, close.
Wait,
I'm sorry.
He's about to die. The dolphin's just there.
Aww. Then I like.
So I look at them.
Come on.
I lied. I can swim. I was the only one who could swim.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Oh.
Okay,
So
sorry.
I look at them on the beach and I'm like, I think I'll just save the dolphin this time. Go to the
How
dolphin.
far off the beach are we? I didn't know that we were going out of the beach.
I mean, not that far. Like you could probably eventually flop your way back, but for a moment you're sandlocked.
Okay, when I'm in there, I'm like, I told you we should do it the other way.
You were so right.
I just sigh and I just drag like siren number 1, like mermaid number 1 back again into the water and just throw her again. So like, I mean, it's the law, right? We can't let them outside the sea. The fishies must stay in the sea.
I told you we couldn't trust them. They just tried to capture us.
You think so? I thought they were just surfing and being very bad at it.
We were just fishing, not capturing.
Mermaids eat fish?
Wait. That's kind of gruesome.
That's cannibalism.
Only about
Okay.
halfway through the process.
Yeah.
Second half, the digestive process is cannibalism.
we actually only eat the front half of the fish.
Oh, see, there we go.
That makes a lot of sense.
Okay, so I save the dolphin. I'm gonna name you. You find it. You're good with that. Dolphy?
Dolphy.
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 Original.
That's really the lamest. Neil the Dolphy.
Dolphy. Dolphnil.
Nielfin?
Milfin.
Oh.
Not Dolph Lundgren or something like that? No?
Oh, Pimper.
Yeah.
Pimper Dolphin.
These are the naming conventions. Don't try to. Come on.
Dolph or Neil?
Dolphin.
Oh, there you go.
Neil. Cool. Dolphin.
Good idea.
Okay,
Mermaid.
Dolphin Neil. I save you, and I feel like, and I take a pose like the mighty bull pose. All right.
Wow.
Well done, honey. That was so impressive.
Not touching mermaid number 2. You can do whatever you want with it.
I just kind of, I move my, like with my feet, I kind of just like shove him back into the water. There. You go be free, a little fishy.
Thank you.
I still have one question, which is how, as people who can't breathe underwater or search underwater, are we going to find our friends who just got swept out to sea?
Oh, we forgot again.
Oh, that's true. We lost our friends. Braniel.
I mean, far be it from me to, harp on something, but I'm really trying to understand.
That's why we've been hanging out with her.
Mm.
She doesn't trust anyone either. She's just like me.
Well, I just feel like maybe if we could somehow force these creatures into servitude,
Oh,
that would probably help.
smart again.
You
I
know,
told you she was smart. That's why we decided to hang out with her.
I don't talk to them.
Smart?
They're fishes.
Hey, fishes.
they close?
Fishes. Dolphnil.
are they talking to us?
I'm not certain. They seem to be calling for the fishes. I poke my head up above the wall. Excuse me. Fishes don't speak common.
Oh. Well, you do.
You need to speak aquatic.
Okay. How do you speak aquatic?
I don't think it matters if we speak aquatic because remember we're actually trying to talk to them.
Yes, talking to them.
I think.
Yeah. So we'd like you to submit and go get our friends in the water.
I turn to a query aquatic.
Aquata.
Aquata.
I put my name on Roll20 so you can see it too.
Nice, excellent. I'm going to write it in chat here. Aquata, awesome.
Isn't that one of Ariel's sister's names in Little Mermaid?
Really?
I'm not sure.
I think it is. It's in the song. Arista, Aquata.
Oh, wow.
That's a good name. Yeah, I turn to Aquata. I say, do you think we should submit?
Submit to them? Why? They should submit to us.
Poke my head back up. Excuse me, we've discussed it, and you instead will submit to us.
How come?
I ducked back down.
We're supposed to be like halfway through the adventure by now. You guys are still on the beach.
They have a very good point.
But why?
I mean, I'm not saying we won't. I just am wondering why.
I mean, you could probably convince us to do it with like good argumentation.
When you come back down and you say they want to know why,
Yeah.
I say, let's show them why.
Oh, yes. Okay. And I poke my head back up and I say, all right, here is the deal. We two of us plus E will perform for you. And if we do, then you will submit and be our slaves.
Perform?
Yes, perform.
Clearly you're bad combatant.
I jump out of the water and like a swirl of like water comes up around me.
Yeah. Is there like music that swells up behind you too?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, cool. Yeah.
And I jump over you. And
that's like my cue. And then
it's just like this the whole time.
Yeah, a spotlight comes from somewhere. We don't know where, but it's off stage. Yeah. Hear my voice beneath the sea, sleeping now so peacefully. At the bottom of the sea, sleep for all eternity. And then I gesture.
Live so restlessly. Come with me, sleep peacefully. Listen to this siren song. Worry not, for nothing's wrong. Let my voice lead you this way. I will not lead you astray. Trust me as we reach the side, jumping out where men have died.
Hear my voice beneath the sea, sleeping now so peacefully. At the bottom of the sea, sleep for all eternity.
December's like...
Yeah, it's like geysers and shit.
Yeah, there's just water everywhere.
Waves
dolphins
crashing,
like blowing horns of water everywhere.
jumping.
It's like a whirlpool. There's like a whale in the background just like breaching behind us.
Crabs come up onto the beach, waving their claws back and forth.
Yeah.
As far as
like crab like in my hair.
They're just like placing themselves in your hair and decoratively on you. There's a starfish working away.
As far as I'm concerned, that was a crit success. And so December's eyes are wide and she's like, we should go with them and sleep for all eternity.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Aquata sees her moving closer and I lean towards her and I like hold my hand out.
December's
like,
water.
Can
I follow December. I put my hand on the back of December. I'm like, come on, Bo.
As you take my hand, I pull you into the water and you go deeper and deeper. And as you like gasp for air, I slip on a bracelet around your wrist and you feel like you can breathe underwater. And I continue pulling you down further and further into the water.
Wait. Before that, I need to know if my character got into this because he's super, super, super untrustful. So I wonder if he stops Vivienne. Can you make some sort of roll to see if I was
Yeah, totally. Why don't you
I'm
make
holding
me
a wrist too, right? I'm holding December's shoulder and I'm holding the hand of Bo, and I'm like, let's go into the sea.
And I'm like,
why don't we give you a wisdom check?
Okay.
I think your wisdom's 13.
Mhm.
So you got a d20 plus 13.
That's 14.
Is it 14? Maybe I miscopied
What
it.
is wisdom? That's willpower.
Right. But it's wisdom, yeah.
Yeah, wisdom, willpower, same.
Oh.
Ooh, 1. Wow.
Oh my
And so it begins.
We are so trustworthy. We're just the most trustworthiest mermaids you've ever met.
It was a good argument.
Yeah.
It was a great argument. Are you kidding?
I'm so into this too, apparently.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, Bo, let's go into the sea. You have to trust me. I trust them.
I think Octavian is like still posing on the top of a wave as he sees Bo and
I'm pulling her down further and further, and I look up and I'm like, Octavian.
oh yes, the bracelets. And then I swim down and I clasp a bracelet down around each of their hands.
All right. Everyone has a bracelet. Everyone can breathe underwater. And as the mermaids draw you deeper into the sea, we're going to take our first break here. Do we have any words before we go to our break? Regarding Cyber Smile.
Okay, but I also have one last word before we go into the break. As we get into the water and we start breathing, I'm like, see, we can trust them.
That's so good.
So we're raising money for Cyber Smile, which is a nonprofit organization dedicated to preventing bullying and helping people that are suffering from cyberbullying. It's a cause that we really believe in. So if you look at the bar, we have decided to donate all of the Misscliks funds that we had over the last couple years to Cyber Smile, and we would love for you to chip in so that we can do a bigger donation for the cause. And at 3 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have someone from Cyber Smile joining us to explain what they do exactly as an organization and with the money, so that you know where your money goes.
Yes. I think that it's a great org, and from being online people, something that I personally deeply care about.
Well, help us reach our goal of 4K. We're 3/4 of the way there, and we'll see you on the other side of our break. Bye, everyone.